Guys, welcome back to Locked to COD. I am Rebounds, and today we're going to be covering just a little bit of what I think about some of the weapons, mainly the sort of ones that you'll find every single person using at the moment during Cold War. So weapons like the MP5, the M16, the AUG. Something that I've noticed recently as well is the Stoner. Believe it or not, the LMGs this year are also quite strong, possibly looking at little to no recoil. If we actually look over what makes them overpowered in the first place, we can actually look at the MP5, which is a good example. The MP5, you seem to be able to shoot anyone from any distance without major sort of kickbacks. You can hit long range, short range, literally right in their face, and pretty much beat them every time in a gunfight if they're not using it. Another one which has also, I'm sure as you know, has been plaguing Cold War itself is going to be the M16. M16, again, from any distance, it can one burst you, it can do two burst you, it can beat you up close like an SMG would. I don't know what's going on with these weapons. The same with the AUG. Again, it can one burst you from long range, short range, up in your face, and it's starting to become quite ridiculous in my opinion, and is actually affecting personally my enjoyment of the game itself, because you have everyone just running around with an MP5, an M16, the AUG, the Stoner. It's starting to affect the way people play. A good example is this gameplay that you're watching right now. I'm playing at the moment. So it's a game where I go 60 to 25. This is playing hardpoint on Crossroads, and you can just see by the gameplay below, I'm not using any normal score streaks as you would. So like, for example, I'm not using artillery strike, I'm not using a chopper gunner, I'm not using an attack helicopter. I'm using a UAV, a counter UAV, and body armor, and I've still managed to get 60 kills just with an MP5, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how this is even possible, but the one thing I know for a fact they can do to fix what is this issue, I know they can fix this issue by just sorting out where they're sort of best ranged, and most likely just either decreasing their damage itself or increasing the damage of other weapons. So something like the MP5, if they put the damage down a couple and maybe even put the range down on it, that would fix that issue for the MP5, where you're not getting sort of beamed across the map by any Tom, Dick or blooming Harry. The M16 and the AUG, they can put the damage down so it's at least a burst and a half. Up close, yeah, fair enough, it can be a burst because it should be doing quite high damage, but the accuracy is too good on it, even if you're not using a steady aim laser from what I've seen. Same with the AUG. The AUG, it just needs to be put down in one way or another, whether that's just a case of, I don't know how to put it best, but a lower damage. Again, maybe make it a little bit less accurate when you're hip firing, because you can have people who are stimming and still hip fire you. I found a lot of the time, if for example I'm using something like Gallo 12 or the other shotgun, the Huller, I believe it's called, yeah, the Huller 77, I can be easily outshot at close range while using a Gallo 12, or the Huller that can one-shot people, and I'm still being outshot by a 3-burst rifle, which I find absolutely ridiculous. If it's something like an AK-47U or even the Milano, I believe it's called. If you give me a second, yeah, the Milano, I can understand that. Same with the Bullfrog. If it's up close and personal and I'm being outshot by them, fair enough. If I'm being outshot by something like an MP5 at distance, or even God forbid something like the AK-47 itself, from just like smack bang in front of me, it just doesn't make sense, in my opinion anyway. But this is just my opinion on the weapons. You can take any opinion you like. You can think, yeah, MP5 should be able to outshoot, I don't know, should be able to outshoot a sniper from long range, but it shouldn't. A sniper should win that battle every day of the week. Same if you're using something like the Krig. If a Krig goes up against an M16 at long range, M16, yeah, should be more accurate, because obviously it's got the shorter burst. But the fact that I have to put 10 bullets in with a Krig, but they can put 3 bullets into me with an M16 from range, just doesn't make sense to me. And I'm not sure how everyone else feels about this, but let me know in the comments below how you feel, because it is something that needs to be looked at and needs to be sorted out. But otherwise, guys, that's it from me today. I'm going to let the rest of this gameplay roll out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn those notifications on, and I'll see you all in the next one.